Hey guys, and welcome to another Let's Play. This is Stitty Lover 33, and I hope you enjoyed. This is Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. And this is the online version, so it's only a demo, but I have no money and I want to buy this game, but right now I have not enough money to, so... Anyways, let's begin. If the sound's too loud, I'm sorry. But here we go. We're gonna start adventure. Okay. This is my house. It looks like... my yard looks like utter crap. There we go. I got some grass. This is the first version. It's basically a... what I have to say about this version is... the first level is basically the most boring thing that you can ever play, because I just don't like the first level at all. But it does get more interesting, so... oh, let me turn that down. It does get more interesting, so I hope y'all stick around for like the... I hope y'all stick around for the rest of Let's Play, because even though it's boring right now... even though it's boring right now, it will get better, so don't worry if you think that the LP won't get any better. It will get better, so don't worry, I guess. But since this is the demo version, it only goes to the first 2 worlds, I think. And every time you beat a wave of zombies, most of the time they'll drop this. It's a card, it's basically like an upgrade, and you get a new plant every time. Now this one's called the Sunflower, and the Sunflower gives you additional sun, and sun's basically like the money in this game, because you spend the sun to get plants. So if you want to get plants, you might want to set sunflowers, but it's gonna tell me what to do, even though I already know that I want to put the sunflowers down. Now you get this, and the sunflowers also create sun, and it wants you to plant 3 of them. The more sunflowers you have, the faster you can grow plants. And at nighttime, this is basically a necessity to have these sunflowers. So here's where it's going to start. The wave, I hope. The wave should start soon. Now right now, we're basically trying to... what I like to do on these first levels, since they're not that hard, is... oh, I messed up. What you want to do is put them on the lane where the zombies are coming, but I severely screwed up, so I hope this will work. I think it will. Oh, it's shooting so slow. It's going to need some help. I only need 4 flowers. But I planted it all wrong, so 5 of these will be enough, because that's what you usually get when your yard extends. Even though I just spoiled it. But okay, now this is a pea shooter. This should be good enough for the level, because this game, the demo game's easy, but I played the other game and it gets quite harder. So I'm just telling you all, maybe, that don't just think this game's a pushover. It gets way harder. And it's not to be just saying, well, this game's so easy because of this or that. It gets quite hard, and, you know, just, this Let's Play will be easy, though, so. What I like to do is end it right here, and I like to, once I get enough sun, I like to put sunflowers up and block them like this, because they'll stick there eating them, and honestly, look at how much sun I have. It doesn't matter if I waste it like this. Like, if I want to block them off a little bit, this is a great way to do it. But you'll get something for it later. But right now, that's my item to block things off with until we get the walnut. So here's our next new plant. This is our 3rd plant, I do believe. And this one is called the Cherry Bomb. Now this blows up all zombies in an area. So if you want, like, it's like, if you've ever played Bloons Tower Defense, it's basically like the spikes. It's your last resort. I would only use it if you're really in a situation where you need it. Now, how it's going to work is I'm going to keep planting sunflowers, and then I'm going to stop planting them after I get 2, and I'm going to get a pea shooter for the first one, you know, just because these 2 should be fine until I get another pea shooter. Now, put the pea shooter right here, and this is the setup I like to have in the first levels, is that I will get 3 sunflowers here, 2 here, and I'll have pea shooters down the rest of it. And I'll use sunflowers as last resort until you get the special item, but right now it'll be fine using these sunflowers like this. But later on, just make sure to use the other item instead of the other stuff. You'll get it later. So we got all the sunflowers we'll need until we use them as blockades. But right now you want to get 3 in each row. You want to get 2 in these rows and 3 in the bottom row. So once you do that, you're pretty much set for the game. Why I like to have 3 in the bottom row is because whenever you have 3 in the bottom row, like, it's just, I'm very picky on how I do it, and I want them to go down like this, because if I could, I would plant 6, like 6 sunflowers, but I think this is good enough, so we're just going to keep hitting him and stuff and hope we get enough lucky hits. But right there, I think I want to have 3 up there, but I'm going to put a sunflower right here so I can block it off for about 2 seconds. Because getting those extra hits in on it will be quite helpful. That's why I like the sunflowers, because he would have eaten my plant if I wouldn't have planted that sunflower. So in the early game, do use sunflowers as a blockade. Because watch, while he's eating the sunflower, I can get a little bit of sun off of it. And what else am I going to do? I mean, what else am I supposed to do besides use this as a blockade? Because, to be perfectly honest, there's not much more you can do. And now I'm going to get 3 in each row. Put a sunflower in front of all these. And the sunflowers don't take too long to charge up, so to be honest, this is what I would usually do. That's kind of what I like for the early game. But that's basically it. Now this is the thing I was talking about. Now this thing right here is a savior. It costs just as much as a sunflower, and you can also block stuff off with it, so I consider it a very good item. So if you need something to use the blockade, it's definitely recommended. I would easily recommend it to use the blockade. And that's usually what I use for the first turn, is that. So when the first zombie starts incoming, use a walnut. The first zombie, use a walnut. And basically, here's how it's going to work. You're going to have 2 rows of that, 2 rows of that. So put it right there. That's just the way I find easiest, but if you find any other way easier, then just use your way. I mean, I have no way of telling you what to do. And then I'll usually put a pea shooter there and keep going. That's just basically a first line of defense, because you really do need a first line of defense. And I'm going to put another one right here. Sorry for all that right clicking. Now I would put one. Oh crap, I messed up, didn't I? I meant to put the sunflowers more than 1 row, but I've been getting by with 5, so it should be fine right now. Now, what you want to do is you want to get another pea shooter behind these. And I'm going to put another walnut right here. Now, instead of doing what I was originally going to do, I'm going to put 3 rows of pea shooters. Let's get some more sun, please. Here we go. We got some more sun. We've done everything we could. Now all we gotta do is hope we can win. Because it gets harder to win the games as you go on. So this setup will not work in the later game, obviously. Just put a walnut right there, because that thing is powerful, as you saw before. Now what I will do now is basically, if it were me doing this, I would put another sunflower in between these layers. Oopsie, sorry. And then I would keep on going like that. However, it's definitely recommended that you put these walnuts in front of all of them. See, look at that right there. That's going well. And these exploding things, I don't feel like showing them off until the final wave. But they become really, really useful. So if you need anything to use, I would definitely use those cherry things at the end of the level when I have a lot of money stored up. Because it just makes it 10 times easier to use. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just making up random crap at this point. And later on, you're going to get a thing like a shovel. Later on, you'll get a shovel-like thing, and the shovel-like thing will make it where you can dig up the... you can dig up your old plants. Like these walnuts, if I had the shovel, I would dig them up right now, because if you look at the walnuts, they're already severely damaged. So I would just dig them up and plant a new walnut at this point. But right now I'm just going to put more down, because you never can have enough stuff. And now I would just see that exploding stuff right there. It explodes zombies on contact. And I'm basically just going to let it keep going now. And that's basically the end of the level. But I like to continue collecting sun. Even though it's not necessary, it's still... I just want to see how much sun I can have at the end of the level. So we have over 600. That's great. He's gonna get to that. Okay, this is the shovel I was talking about. 725 sun at the end. I could have really used that earlier. But here's how the shovel works. It lets you dig up... I already talked about it. You can dig up another plant. And it becomes really useful in later levels. So I would definitely recommend using it. Hello neighbor, the name's Crazy Dave. You can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen up, I've got a surprise for you. But first I need you to clear your lawn. Let the digging commence. So right now we're going to clear our lawn. Our only line of fences is gone. Okay, goody, now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. Why did I put a walnut in your hand? Because I'm crazy. Now go, bowl me a winner. Okay. I guess we finished 4 levels in that part, so that part was very productive. I hope I can see you all later. This has been Skitty Lover 33. Let's playing Plants vs. Zombies, and I hope to see you guys later. Later, guys.